All right, in 3, 2, 1.
Buongiorno, bella di mamma, questa bastarda troia tua mamma.
Si Hoshieta.
And
Welcome
this
back
is
to
G-list celebrities.
I'm Onyx on Dix.
Yes, it is, and this is Franco de la Hoya.
Right.
First of her name,
Mother of thick ass.
The Barb.
The Barbs.
Part 2, the remix.
The remix. Electric Boogaloo.
Period.
Welcome back to G-List Celebrities, the podcast where we discuss only the finer things in life.
High art, high quality.
We're in
Highbrow.
my living room, which I've been using a glue that is a bit toxic, so it smells like death.
Yeah, so if I pass out mid-podcast, do know what happened.
I used to not use a respirator, and I'd use the glue and then be like, why can't I breathe very well for the rest of the day?
Oh, thank God. Yeah, I came inside and I was like, are you burning a horse in here? Why does it smell like that? Like, it hurts.
It's
my
bad.
head hurts. Yeah, my head hurts.
A lot of crafting is very dangerous.
Yeah, it's hard being a crafty queen.
Mm-hmm. Honey. It's hard to be sickening these days.
Just absolutely sick.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
It's so hard, babe.
It is, babe. It is. So what have we got today on the dock?
What a week it's been. The Oscars happened that we were just discussing. Neither of us watched.
Neither of us watched that. So if you're expecting, high quality news from that, you will get that. You will.
Oppenheimer won.
What's it called?
Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer.
But it's a PH, right?
No, it's 2 P's.
Oppenheimer.
It's like 2 P's and an H, but it's
2 peas in a pod.
Okay. No, it's Oppenheimer.
And Cillian Murphy won.
He did.
Andrew, we always say, my boyfriend, he kind of looks like Cillian Murphy.
He does, but he also looks like Dorit Kemsley's child. What's his name? Jagger. Looks like Jaggy.
Wait, I gotta go look him up right now.
He really does.
Because I know what he looks like as a baby. Not Andrew. Jagger.
Yeah. Well, Jagger. The thing about Dorit Kemsley's children is they refuse to age. Like, she's been on the show for like 10 years and they're still like 8 years old.
Oh my God. He does.
He
looks like Jaggy.
He does look like Jaggy.
Maybe this whole time he's been Jaggy.
Maybe. Well, anyway. Yeah, the Oscars. that is something that happened, I guess. Oppenheimer won, I guess. What did Barbie win?
They must have won something.
I guess.
I thought it was good. I really liked the Barbie movie.
Yeah, Barbie was good when it was good, and then it kind of wasn't for a little bit. But it was funny.
I only saw it. I saw it in theaters once, but it was when I was on that show. And it was when I got eliminated, so they let us go on field trips and went to see the Barbie movie.
Field trips.
I remember it was like 10 a.m. though, and we got drunk at a bar before.
Yeah, I went and saw it with our dear friend Sven, and we were in the theater laughing out loud.
It was silly.
It was really silly.
It was silly and stunning.
But it wasn't really about anything. They were like trying to figure out like what kind of movie they wanted it to be, and like they just never decided. So like, we're gonna make it about I don't know.
It's about gender constructs.
It is, but it's also like presented in a way that's like for kids, but the way they like went about like all of the themes was like so like
not for kids.
Not even not for kids. It was just like they didn't have like a clear stance about like what they were trying to like get across, like at least in my opinion. And then that fucking horrible monologue from America Ferrera that was just plucked right out of a Tumblr post.
Yeah.
Yeah. But It's like we've heard all of that stuff before, but I guess like younger people haven't. So I don't know.
I thought I really liked Will Smith. Wait, not Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Wait.
When he slapped.
Not Will Smith. Will. Oh God, what is his name?
Oh, Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
Yes.
Very different.
Yes.
Will Smith was not in the Barbie movie. I thought Will Ferrell was very good. I thought he was silly.
Yeah, Will Ferrell, he slapped Cillian Murphy at the Oscars for talking about his wife.
Right. Yes, because I watched, so I know what happened. And
Yeah.
John Cena was naked.
John Cena was naked. He was
and
wearing...
you know what? He can stay covered up. I don't want to see it.
Really?
I imagine 2 inches, wrinkled, very little balls. Bald, but not in a good way. Like too bald.
Yeah, I definitely can't picture him having any body hair.
No veins.
He kind of is just like a smooth, big,
porpoise,
bulbous baby, isn't he? Yeah, it's like a jacked boss baby.
He
like,
does look like a big boss baby.
Yeah, he's not that hot to me, but I would.
I know, I still would. Again,
still would.
If we're in a room and John Cena's like, have sex with me, please.
Indeed. Shit, let's go.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
You'll be seeing my legs up.
Moving on. Ariana Grande.
Excellent. Love it.
Yeah,
I love
back.
it.
What did you think? What were your first thoughts?
It's taking over me and I just can't let it go. It's supernatural. I actually
it goes like that.
I listened to the Troye Sivan version too, and I didn't need it. I think the original is fine.
I enjoy Troye Sivan, like his new album too. I think it's really good. But it was good. I'm probably not going to choose it over the original, but
I love the whole album. I think it's good. There's only a few skips for me, very conceptual.
Yeah.
I think music should be longer.
Yeah, I'm getting really tired of that.
Like the whole album's 30 minutes.
Like, why, may I ask?
So you have to listen to it like 3 times in a row, and I guess maybe that's why they do it. So you like stream it more.
I guess so. Yeah, I'll have like listened to it like 3 times, and then like I'll look at my watch that I have. Yeah.
Oh, well,
I'll look at my phone.
I take out my pocket watch.
Yes, my ticking grandfather clock, and 10 minutes will have gone by, and it makes no sense. But are we getting blown up in our group message right now?
No, I just got upcoming concert Knuckle Puck.
Oh, really?
In August.
Oh, bitch, we're there.
I would see that.
Gavin, if you're listening, we're going to that. Yeah. Oh wait, I think I might be at one of those like stupid festivals.
What stupid festivals?
Remember we were supposed to go to that like All Time Low festival to see the Story So Far,
and then they canceled, so we just didn't go at all.
Yeah, because why the fuck would I?
Yeah, true.
It might be one of those, but regardless,
that's like Ethel Cain is playing in New York over the summer, and it's been sold out for like 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, I've been trying to get tickets, but they're so expensive because it's all resale.
Damn. I was blessed enough to have seen her before she blew up.
That is so crazy. You saw her at like a 30-person venue.
I know, it was really great.
You basically saw her at like
it was like
Frankie Bradley. Literally.
She literally was like wearing no shoes, like jeans, like singing her beautiful little heart out. It was a lot of fun, but
I just remember reading over the summer, because I did not know Ethel Cain was trans until about 4 months ago. I just remember reading her Wikipedia, just be like, she's what?
Literally, I remember you texted us that. We were fucking dying.
I was
laughing.
so
What did you
gagged.
call? Oh my god, what did you call Ethel Cain? That you said she's like an unclockable JCPenney worker.
She is so like, I really had no idea.
Yeah. She looks incredible though. Yeah,
incredible. But then like actually listening to now, like I was like, those lyrics make a little more sense now.
Yeah, like you can tell like.
What a life, though.
What a life, yeah.
Sometimes I see things, I'm like, this is so Ethel Cain coded.
She's really good at branding herself.
Yeah, like anytime I see a barn, I'm like, Ethel Cain.
Love that shit.
A pitchfork just on the side of the road.
Some crosses.
I saw, the other day, a crucifix made out of soap, and I was like, oh my God, let me send this to Ethel.
Wash yourself, child.
Sometimes I'll DM her. She never answers.
DM her what?
I'm just like thinking of you.
Hey, friend.
Like, you're so sick, big. I love you.
So I know you're busy at JCPenney, but when you get a break,
when you finish stocking those shelves, girl, check your DMs.
Is that 2 for 1 still happening? Are you guys doing that?
Hey,
let me know.
Hey, you stupid bitch! You left the tags on my shirt.
This is my 16th message, Ethel. I'm getting impatient. But to bring it back to Ariana Grande, and to pivot into something I want to talk about, I saw this tweet that circles back to our first episode about small or accounts that are like companies that pretend to be people.
Oh yeah.
So Grindr tweeted.
Oh no.
It was so stupid. They were like, need to get my back blown out while listening to Eternal Sunshine.
That is not a get your back blown out.
What are you talking about?
What?
The Divorce album? What do you mean? I was like, this is disgusting. Like,
I wish I hated you.
I wish I hated you. Like, literally, like, ew. Get my... Like, I don't understand. Like, I've just been thinking a lot about, like... I don't even want to call it gay culture because that's, like, too big of a term. But, like, whatever culture that Grindr account is a part of, why are they so disgusting all the time?
Well, I guess, that's what the app is about.
But, like... I feel like it was originally marketed as like a gay dating app, and then now they're just like, yeah, the shroud is over, guys. Like, go get fucked in the alley.
Get some poppers and spread that whole baby.
Not to be, sex negative or, whatever, but it's like, I really don't think that everything needs to be like so fucking raunchy and gross all the time.
It's
like,
so true.
I don't know.
I say that as my name is Onyx on Dick.
Well, no, that's like different.
I just don't understand.
No, like we'll be obviously on this podcast. We've cracked a million dick and balls jokes, but
yeah. Well, I guess that's when it turns serious.
Yeah.
But like I think we fall into the trap where sometimes I'll say stuff in jest and then it just becomes my vernacular.
Yeah, yeah.
Where like I'm kidding, but that is how I talk, so I'm not kidding. But, like, no, Grindr is very serious about it.
Yeah,
Well, Grindr used to be dating. I feel like it's Grinders for, like, if you're looking to hook up, and Tinder's, like, dating.
Yeah, but, like...
And Scruffies is, like, that's if you're trying to get your back blown out, honey.
Blown out. It's just, like, when you think about it, it's, like, you need to get your back blown... Grindr, you, a person, Grindr needs to get their back blown out. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like... What are you saying? Like,
and like I also like to think like were they like at the Grindr headquarters like, hey Nathan, can you do a tweet today about the Ariana Grande album for us, please?
On it.
And he's like, okay, what would Grindr say? Sniffing poppers and taking loads to Eternal Sunshine.
Ew. Like, but then there's people who like actually say that online.
Yeah. Well, like, people say a lot online.
They do say a lot of things online. Like, yeah, I was kind of rambling about this on my private Twitter where it's just like, okay, so if it's like your job to be kind of like, to like have sex, so like if you're like a porn star, like, you have an OnlyFans and stuff, like, okay, I expect that out of you. It's like, you're doing promo at that point. So shout out to you. But just like regular, degular ass people, like gay people, like they'll really like, just tweet just the nastiest things. It'd be like just fucking jerked off like under the table while getting head from my boyfriend while having dinner with our parents. LOL. Like,
how dare you read my tweets?
Like just shit like that. I'm like, is. Ew.
It's I have a lot of Philadelphia muted on Twitter.
Did you guys hear that?
Not because of that, but it's there's a lot of that. But it's just there's a lot of hot takes, and Twitter's just the Wild West. I think people just will tweet the first thing that comes into their head. It's either that or it's like we were saying before, that like fucking overplayed shit that I'm like, this isn't funny anymore. Like it was funny for 2 seconds and now it's not funny. Like gays will say she saved my life. And it's the Quaker Oats man, like,
That's kind of funny.
Like, it's like shit, like, but it's like, oh my
No, you're
god,
right.
and it's the Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo.
I know, it's like such like low hanging fruit too. It's just
Yeah.
like gays will say blah blah blah, and it's like the most obvious like gay icon. It's like, and it's just Madonna. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure she did save your life.
The only one I liked was like the 2008 VMAs Lady Gaga paparazzi
Yeah.
performance, which is like, it's cliche, but also
Yeah,
that saved my life.
I feel like we're in a meme drought right now. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't funny at
You know
all.
who
I don't
we
know.
need? We need you
To do what?
to tweet.
Oh.
We need content.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, you guys. I'll tweet some more. I'll stop posting pictures of my my breasts online
My breasts.
and start making some more quality jokes.
You're
for
like,
you
I'm sick
guys.
of all this sexual explicit content. Here's my big hairy tits.
Okay, well, there's a difference between me begging for attention on the internet and like it'd be different if I posted it and be like, "God, I wish I had like 3 big bears here throwing loads on my chest." Like, just post the picture and go. Just
Yeah.
post it. Like,
Yeah.
why does everything have to be like that? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's not doing us any favors as like a culture, where it's like I feel like we became accepted as like quote unquote normal people, which we all know is just not true. But like, why do we have to? It's like, okay, we're allowed to be ourselves now, but why does ourselves have to be the most like
It's like caricature versions of
yeah.
who we think we should be.
Yeah, and who we think we should be is this like sex crazed demons who like fuck in parks and like,
No.
which is listen, if that's what you do, then do that. No shame to you.
No shame to you, bitch. I'm gonna kill this fly.
There's the fly is literally next to me.
Here's this big ass fly. I think it's more of a bat or a bald eagle. It's so big.
A bat or a bald eagle.
Yeah, no, it's true. And I just always imagine, like, because when I was growing up back in 1852, like, we had Twitter, but I wasn't like on it like that, and you couldn't like access it on your phone as easy. But like, I just imagine being like a 12-year-old queer right now and having access to Grindr and Twitter, and I would be ran through like a fucking. Well,
Ew.
well, I was a very sexually active teenager,
I
but
was not.
so I would have gotten into some trouble.
I'm sure.
But like,
yeah, people.
I'm nervous for the future generations.
Me too. They are actually growing up with no values or any sense of consequence.
Yeah, and I will. Back when I used to work with kids, I'd always get like I remember working with like the middle schoolers. I'm like, let me get a temperature read with these kids. I'm just like, what do y'all do?
What do you do? Like, literally, what do you do?
I was
Like,
what do y'all do? But that was back. They were like, we play Fortnite. I was like, oh,
I mean, sure.
me too, a little bit. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. If I ever have kids, like, I don't care what the social landscape is. Like, my child will not be on social media until they're like 30 years old. Like,
Well, then it's hard.
it's not
'cause,
happening.
like, you know, if you have a kid, then you're probably going to have to get them a phone at some age.
They're getting a flip phone with just
getting
my
a
phone number
burner.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
My phone number and 911.
Well, now there's always like crazy parent locks you can do.
That's not crazy.
Well, I mean like very high tech, advanced.
I prefer that.
Like you can do screen sharing via other phones.
You should.
Yeah, like if I had a kid, I'm never gonna have a kid.
Yeah.
But if I did, I'd probably get him a phone at like. I think if you're like, I don't know. I actually have no idea.
I don't know either. It's really hard.
I
to
actually just
kinda-
don't want a kid. I don't even
That's
want to think
true.
about it.
I just feel like I remember I saw this like really insane discourse online. Like, I think it was like a couple years ago. I saw it. I still think about it. Like they were talking about like child protective, like not child protective services, of like parental controls, like on phones, and like being able to see like what apps your kids use. And someone's like, "This is such a huge invasion of their privacy. It's this, that." It's like,
Bitch, you're
first of all,
14.
what privacy?
You don't have that.
You're my
privacy yet.
child. Like,
Yeah.
It's my job to make sure you don't
I mean,
die.
you're not an adult yet. I'm
Exactly.
your caretaker.
I am your caretaker.
You're under 18. You don't have full privacy
You
yet.
don't. If I decide that you shouldn't be looking at like dudes with like half-hard dicks on TikTok, shaking it back and forth, then that's my choice because
Yes.
you're my child.
Then
Once you
it's
turn 18,
also-
go out there and be a little whore if you want.
Like, especially when it comes to like, I don't know. I guess like sex education. I remember like my parents were very strict about like, you know, sex doesn't exist.
Really?
Not even that, but like, you know, it was probably like we grew up religious, but not like super religious, but kind of a little more, not super, but more than the
Enough.
average.
Yeah.
And Catholicism is very like.
You guys were Catholic?
Oh, honey.
Oh.
Confirmated, baptized. I'm going to heaven. Where are you going? That's what I fucking thought. I will see you.
I'm going to Bella Noche.
I'm going to Denny's.
Okay. We're going to Dillard's.
When I die, I'm going to Dillard's.
Okay.
But like the Catholic Church teaches you very much like day one, you've already sinned. That's why you have to
Damn.
get baptized. And when you are born, the second you are born, you have sinned.
Now, why am I in it?
No.
See how I get
See how I get
dragged into
dragged into
things?
things?
I ain't even did anything.
But and they're very much like, you have sex to create life, and that is it. Don't you dare get pleasure from this. You have a body, covered that nasty, horrible thing up. That disgusting piece of shit
Okay,
that
well
you
now
are.
it just sounds like you're listening to a voicemail that I send you when you don't pick up the phone. That's a FaceTime voice message. Like, you nasty body, you sick,
Cover
dirty
that
body.
disgusting thing
You
up.
have sinned since birth.
It's really like that though. I remember being a kid and thinking like, oh my God, I'm literally going to hell because I looked at Jason Davis's paper today, taking a test.
I'm going to hell because I jerked off at the thought of Jason Davis's putting his fingers in my butt.
Like, it teaches you that. And like, you know, that's why, like, remember the Duggars? 19 kids and counting. It was that family that had 19 kids and were extremely religious. And then who would have thought there was a bunch of weird incest going on because their kids were so sheltered. But like, so that family's had sex 19 times because every time you have sex, you have a kid.
Oh.
So it's like, that stuff is just so
Damn, fertile.
damaging to people. And even now, like sometimes in my brain, I'll be like, why am I thinking this mean thought? And I'm like, oh, it's probably because of the Catholic Church.
That's interesting. Like, my mom was, like, our family is obviously Italian as fuck, so they are Catholic, but I was not really raised Catholic. I'm pretty sure I was baptized, but, like,
You better hope, bitch.
I know, right? Damn, Mom. Can we get on that? Mm-hmm. No, but, yeah, it's weird because my mom, like many other Italian people, are, you know, were raised Catholic, but she is now, like, extremely not religious because she kind of like realized one day, excuse me, she's like, wait a minute, my husband is dead, my other son is having horrible addiction problems, she experienced all this loss, and like gay son, no, I'm just kidding. But it's the worst of it all. And then she kind of just realized, she's like, why would God do that? And then she just kind of like over time was just kind of like, no thanks.
Yeah, I think because, you know, you can use religion in ways like my mom now, I think, uses it as like I see that it can be comforting. Because,
Like,
you
I
know,
get it.
it's nice to think that after you die or something, you go to a beautiful pearly gates rather than just getting catapulted into the void.
Flame,
and ceasing
yeah.
to exist is such a hard concept. I see why it's comforting to people, but you know, there's people do a lot of bad with it. Like oh my God, I want to talk about the amount of wars that have literally currently has happened.
I'm pretty sure a good 90% of the world's problems stems from some sort of organized religion.
And it's like, religions are just
Hot take.
they're different, but they're also so much of the same.
Yeah.
like just like with Judaism and like Christianity, it's like one does not believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God,
They're
and
like,
one does,
girl.
even though he was Jewish.
They're like,
But
his
he doesn't
ass did not. Son of who?
Son of who?
Oh please, oh please.
Which is like, I think it's so crazy. And then like also, oh my God, I could talk about this shit for days. Just like the business that is religion. Like the Vatican
Bibles,
is a country.
bitch.
That is a country.
Yeah, I've been there.
And like at church, they pass around the little basket. You put money in it. I remember as a kid being like, "Well, we're poor as fuck. Why are you giving them?
Do you want to go to hell or not, Cal?
We're giving them $40.
We have to bleep it.
To hell. This 20 will get us to the pearly gates, honey."
It's like, okay, so you get the deluxe honeymoon suite in heaven for $20.
$30
$30 will get you the jet bathtub.
But so I got a Dunkin' gift card with about $8.50 left on it. Can that get me anything?
Okay. The priest is like, yeah, fuck it, just throw it in.
It's almost basically like drag shows. Like the priest is like, we accept ones, fives, tens, 20s.
We go over the rules. Go over the rules of the church.
Yeah, put your fingers up and put up another finger because everything's better with two fingers, honey. And put $1 between
you
those
put one
fingers.
finger up vertically and then another one horizontally, and that makes a cross, honey.
And that's for Jesus Christ.
And then say yes.
Yes. Slay Jesus.
Slay. They did.
Oh, honey.
But then he came back. I'm so bad at Jesus Christ. Like, what was the gag?
Well, he came back to life because he was the Son of God. He was like, they were like, bitch, we're crucifying you.
But how did they?
And they did.
He was
being crucified is a horrible way to die. You basically suffocate from your body weight.
How did he know he was the Son of God? Or did someone else tell him?
I think he just kind of knew. Oh, no, because, bitch. Let me set the scene.
Okay.
The year, a while ago.
BC.
0. Mary, Joseph, manger. Angel comes. She says, Mary, don't be afraid. And she's like, bitch, this is terrifying.
Get me the hell out of here.
Yes. She said, Mary, I don't want to overwhelm you, but you're going to give birth to the Son of God. And she's like, fuck, are you serious? She's like, yeah, so you're pregnant now. You did nothing else to be pregnant. Immaculate conception.
Right,
Mary was not fucking anyone else.
Anyone else, you guys.
So virgin gives birth to the Son of God. I don't know if Mary told Jesus that. Oh, and also the angel's like, you're naming him Jesus.
It's just like, you're my surrogate child, first of all.
I want Mary was like fucking around and be like.
She's like, you cut me a check? Like.
Yeah. Fuck. I'm going to name that baby Stephanie Germanata.
Okay. Did God give her child support?
Well, no, they grew up very poor. He was a carpenter's son because Joseph was a carpenter. So Jesus learned how to
but I thought
carpenter.
His father was God.
Well, okay, yes, his dad's God, but I guess his stepdad in this scenario would be Joseph.
Okay, but regardless if she remarries to this man, God still needs to give child support under the law.
Oh, if I went to heaven after if I was Jesus, and like Jesus only lived to be like mid-30s.
Yeah.
And I got to heaven after that, I'd be like, what the hell?
What is your deal?
What the fuck, man?
So up there just literally bubbling a bong. Like, I don't know, man.
Let's put a little water on the keyboard.
I'm just doing anything up here. Have you seen a fucking platypus? That shit's crazy down there, dude. I'm just
just hitting the randomized feature on the character build. Yeah, so he did a bunch of miracles. But he was saying that he's the Son of God, and like the Roman Church was like, honey, what? You're what? And they weren't really down with that because he was preaching a different religion other than what they were doing. So he got sentenced to death by Pontius Pilate, kind of a diva, because they had him whipped like a lot.
Yeah,
they really fucked him up.
Remember Passion of the Christ?
They crucify him. Takes a little bit, and then he dies. And when he dies, it's like defeating like a final boss in a game. Like the earth started shaking. There's this whole thing where a veil ripped horizontally.
Okay, wait for phase 2, bitch. New
yeah,
health bar. Yeah.
And he died. And then on the third day or fourth day, Easter coming up, honey.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
That's God. he came back to life and was like, hey.
You thought,
You
bitch.
really
you
thought.
really thought.
Imagine him pushing that rock
Push
to the side.
Honey. Yes.
Call
girl.
Came out, did a dip,
The
back
girls
handspring.
were gagged. Yes.
You think I'm a bitch? Well, you're not that wrong. How about you been on a leash?
Oh
And
my
so,
goodness.
but this is, I always get confused. I was like, so he's like, I'm back to life. And I'm also out of here. I think he just left.
Oh, wait, yeah.
And then he ascended into heaven. I think he was like, bitch, you thought I was dead.
Why did he have to
I'm
leave?
not, but I kind of am a little bit.
Yeah. They have a lot of questions. So if there's any pastors and our listeners, please email us at
Yes.
at gmail.com.
Bitch, but I love them nowadays. Like, you can go to the cave where apparently he was buried.
Not the cave.
But so much of that shit is so, like, the church trying to make money, like, religious artifacts. Like, the Shroud of Turin has been scientifically proven to be a false and made
A lot
in
of
the
them
1500s, which, like, this is old, but it's not that old.
Yeah.
But the Catholic Church's their reasoning is like, well, you have to believe. All of religion is belief. So if you don't believe it's real, then it's not.
Okay, then I don't.
I bet, well, this fucking carbon dating is saying it's not. Like, okay, so do you believe that or do you believe God?
He said, I believe that you should put a 20 in the basket and leave me the fuck alone. That's
And
yeah,
I do believe in life after
I
life,
learned a lot
too.
about that in like art history, how like a lot of the like quote unquote artifacts are just like, they would just obviously just say that to just get people to go.
Yeah.
They'd be like, fuck, Sister Mary, cut off your toe really quick. We gotta put some shit in the
There's
thing.
a fucking church in, I think, Germany that has Jesus's foreskin.
Oh, baby, let me get on a plane. Let me get ill.
I'd wear it around my pinky.
I mean,
like a
if you
ring.
guys want to borrow mine, any church out there, I'd be willing to.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I
Like,
wouldn't.
whose foreskin is that? That was like when it was.
Why did your lamp just turn on?
Oh, we had the lights on a timer.
Oh, okay. Well, I was like, God, we're talking too much about God.
He's like, I hear.
Why is there
you."
lightning striking outside and
But, like,
flames falling from the ceiling?
When I was in Paris at Notre Dame, they have the crown of thorns there that Jesus wore, apparently, and it only comes out twice a year. And I saw it because
like Groundhog Day?
I had to go pee. Yeah, it comes out on Groundhog Day and St. Patrick's Day. And I saw it, and I remember being like, bitch, I just can't imagine, like, at that scene, someone's like, I'm going to grab that.
Like, wait.
And I'm going to, like...
I'll catch up with you guys.
I got to just get something real quick. Yeah.
Well, shit.
No, that shit gags me. I will read about that stuff forever. Bitch, they have the skull of Mary Magdalene as well.
Mary
And that shit
Magdalene,
is cunt.
creature of desire. Yeah. But what I will say about the Catholic Church, aesthetically, one of the cuntiest, completely.
Cunt,
they really got
pussy.
it down. Yeah,
Like,
they
that
really
is
did.
why I love the aesthetics
Yeah.
of religions, because
And also, Hinduism
cunt.
looks good as fuck.
They look good.
Yeah,
They look
the
good. A
gods
lot
are
of those
really cool.
in, like, India, those temples. Oh,
man,
bitch,
it's gorgeous.
so fucking pussy.
Actually, this is a religion podcast now. We're gonna break down every religion episode by episode.
We really could.
Okay, well, we'll do a spinoff.
You think I'm a bitch? We're not that
Yeah,
wrong.
I do.
Oh.
Well, not that wrong.
Boo.
So yeah,
I really
shout
got
out to
into a
Jesus
tangent
H.
there.
Christ.
Yeah, shout out to Jesus. Guest on the pod eventually, hopefully.
friend of the pod, Jesus Christ. Sorry about your foreskin.
I think it's funny, though, because my mom, like, I'll be in the house. I'd be like, feeling pussy, feeling cunt, feeling my oats and feeling my hog. And she's like, doesn't say anything. But then if I'm like, Jesus Christ, and she's like, oh, don't swear. Because you can't take the Lord's name in vain.
It's like,
honey.
listen, babe, do you want to go to hell or not? Because you're really pushing it.
You can be cunty puss.
There's nothing in the Bible that says anything against that. It's right under the part that says you can't get two men can't get married. It's like you can still be cunt though.
You can
don't
still
be
slay.
confused. You can
still slay
listen,
the house.
You know, none of that buggery.
Yeah.
But you could definitely,
You can still
put a good
fuck, you just
stiletto
can't get
on.
married.
Oh.
They said, well,
No.
it says, well, the verbiage, they always say it's two men cannot lay together If two men lay together, they shall be stoned.
Girl, we're
Baby.
laid down watching Netflix, got the blunt cooking. Yes, that's probably what he meant. God's up there like, yes, finally, someone gets it.
Someone read it right.
You guys have been fucking it up the whole time. Well,
yeah.
So, amen.
Amen. Mm-hmm.
What are the other ones? Let's not do this, actually.
Amen. What do you mean other ones? God bless.
God bless.
We believe in one God, Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, all that is seen and unseen. Bitch, I got all my prayers down.
See, like, we were, like, the fakest Catholics ever. Like, we never went to church, yeah.
I will probably have to go. I have to go to my mom's house in next week or the week after. I forget. But I realized, fuck, I'm going to be home on Easter. And you know what that means? Church.
I'm going to be in New York because the day before that, I'm seeing Nicki Minaj. So you want to talk about church?
Y'all want to talk about church?
The Gagged City Church. That's where I'm at.
The Gagged City pastor.
Okay. Oh my god! If Nicki Minaj like started a church, I would follow it. I'd like as if it were Scientology. Like it would work on me.
That's what I think about. Like how so 2,000 years ago, God, it's like, let me drop my son now. Like, what if he just
right?
Like, imagine Jesus existing today, because he'd be like, hey, follow me on TikTok.
Hey guys, get ready for me to get crucified. Get ready for me to get crucified. So I'm going to use a little bit of the Juvia's Palace powder on my T-zone because it's really, really hot in the desert, and I don't want to. Was it the desert?
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hot as shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
damn, they did him dirty.
Yeah, they really did him dirty. Like, I would love it if, like, start Jesus. I see, like, a spawning point. Give him a real challenge. Put him at, like bottom of the ocean. Figure that out.
To figure what out? He'll just turn it into wine.
Baby.
Okay.
And I'm going to be at the beach every day.
Okay.
Little Pinot
the
Noir
Red
for
Seas,
me,
girl.
Honey. Part of the Red Sea. Give me a straw. I'll drink that, baby.
Okay, guys. So, thank you for tuning in this week.
You.
This was a spiritual one.
Sorry, I get really ramped up.
No, but that's okay. We keep it real on this podcast.
Yes. Oh, bitch. And let me leave you with this. Let me leave you with this. So, confirmation. You get confirmed. Okay. You have to pick a name. And I picked Constantine because that movie had just come out.
I never saw that movie.
But I wrote an essay on why Lucifer's an okay name. Because right hand of God, honey. And he just did one thing wrong. He was like the baddest bitch for a little bit.
The bad Trina. It's Trina. The baddest bitch.
The baddest bitch is bad.
Okay.
What's beef, bitch? Beef
literally.
Is
Diamond
like
Princess.
Dirty sheets.
This is a Trina Stan podcast.
I got a bottle. I got a cup. All right.
Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you so much for joining in. Oh my God, I'm all ramped up now.
I know. Let's go to church.
Take me to church.
Yeah. So yeah, this has been G-List Celebrities. My name is Franco, the Catholic last name.
My name is Onyx Constantine on Dix.
Period.
First of her name.
Follow us on Instagram at G-List Celebrities. Our email is glistcelebrities@gmail.com, and we love you so much.
And there's no dash in there.
No, nothing. Just straight to the point. So, bye guys. Love you.
Love you, babe. Bye-bye.
Blessed be thy name, child.